Hello, everybody. Fearmy Games here, back once again for some Guild Wars Factions gameplay. I know I did say playthrough, but I felt like changing things up, okay? New webcam, new changes, okay? I hope I'm not too bright. I spent 30 minutes yesterday getting the settings to a reasonable point, and so I'm like, I'm not gonna touch it for now. I might buy some new lights just to replace the ones I'm currently using because I feel like part of the problem. Well, there's either two problems. One, either they're too strong or they're too weak. I'm not sure what the problem is. You might see there's a bit of a blue hue. I felt like I was hoping the blue hue would help a little bit. I'm gonna check after the video, compare it to the video. Well, for you guys it's yesterday. Well, actually for both of us it's yesterday, just different days. The video recorded yesterday for the Rome 2. I was using my usual color. This one I'm using blue, so I'm kind of curious to see how different it looks. And the blue kind of fits for Kurzik. Maybe I'll keep the blue until I'm done with the Kurzik side, and then when I do the Luxon side, I'll switch it to red. Make the background match a bit, eh? Let's an idea I didn't think about until just now, but I love it. Alright, so we have two side quests that are telling us to go into the Drazach Thicket. We have the Beak of Darkness, where we must find Ruprecht Brower to learn the whereabouts of the devious Black Moa. We also have Discord Wallow, where we're trying to find a Discord Wallow for Vasily Lugardis, somewhere in Drazach Thicket. But we also have a main quest, the Defenders of the Forest, where it wants us to talk to Claus in Drazach Thicket, Lieber in Drazach Thicket, and Extrademptor Berta in Drazach Thicket. And we must keep all three volunteers alive. I don't know who the volunteers are, but we're going to find out and see how much that will impede our progress one way or another. I'm actually going to go back in because my brain just told me I'm going to regret not putting on a capture signet. So I'm going to put on the capture signet on Ancestral's Rage. So I feel like it's the skill that I use the least because I keep forgetting about how it exists. And it doesn't do a crazy amount of damage. So I feel like I'm not going to lose out too much by dropping it just on the off chance I encounter a Ritualist boss. Because, I want those sweet, sweet elites if I can get away with it. So, the main story, kind of using the map to kind of get an idea, is pretty close to where we are. Discord Wallow is a little bit further up in the same direction. And the Beak is the furthest out. So we're going to start with the Defenders of the Forest, the closest looking area to where we're trying to get to. And then go from there. What do we have here? We have some Wardens. I don't think we can get around. I think we'll have to fight them. So I'm going to drop a Spirit of Bloodsong to just a little bit away. Drop a Spirit of Destruction now that we're a little bit closer. In the hopes that we can get some good value out of it. They destroyed my Spirit of Destruction, but that's fine. I will destroy their Spirit of Brambles and to create a Spirit of Fury, and I accidentally aggroed an enemy doing that. Oops. Don't worry, Devana also aggroed some enemies, so it's not entirely my Spirit's fault. It's just partially my Spirit's fault. We have one enemy melee guy, Spirit of the Forest, up in here. We'll see if we can kill him. There, that destruction had a nice big burst of damage out on that guy. I'm going to summon my Gaze of Fury on that Spirit of Laceration. They don't need that. I think they can just afford to die, but they summon another one right away. Apparently it only has a 15-second cooldown, so I guess that's why he was able to summon another one so quickly. I can only destroy them so fast. Alright, so looks like the map is telling us to go this way. We have some more mantises over here. We got some Oni also finding some mantises. Manti? Mantises? I think it's like manti. That makes sense. Or maybe just 3 mantis. That doesn't sound right either. Someone correct me in the comments below. Manti? 3 manti. 3 mantises. They meant to see. Messina. I'm just saying random stuff. It looks like right over there, yep, there's Claus, the first of the guys we have to talk to. I'm assuming there's 3 names here and 3 volunteers that this guy's going to join our party when we talk to him. I was too slow. I was trying to show that Spirit of Shelter right before it died, but it died before I could. You know, just to try and make maximum use out of it. Oh well, not the end of the world at all. So consider the fact that he can die. Before I talk to him. Wow, apparently there's a lot of Oni in this area. But before I talk to him, I'm going to clear the area around him just in case the aggro's over. We'll start with this warden guy. Looks like they're fighting something over there. I'm assuming it's more Oni. I could be wrong, though. The only thing I've seen so far is Mantis, Warden, and... a whole lot of Mantis, Warden, and Oni. So I don't know what else they'd be fighting. This is Klaus. Say hi, Klaus. It says, 4 years I've been cowering behind my father's shadow, scared of everything, scared to disappoint him, scared to anger him, scared to fail, but that's all in the past. When I heard that volunteers were needed for some new juggernauts, everything suddenly became clear. The gods put me here to protect and serve my people. I've never been sure of anything in my entire life. It says, oh, hello. Are you here to escort me to the Eternal Grove? Well, I can't say I'm not nervous, but I know I'm making the right decision. This is the first time in my life I've never felt so sure of myself. Let's see. I think Discord Wallow Liar is next, so we'll switch over to that side quest. Thankfully, Colossus is a monk, so he hopefully might keep himself alive for a time. Hey, look, we found a Discord Wallow. So technically, if I just killed one of my henchmen, I'm pretty sure those guys are Discord Wallows. They're just Discord Wallow with names. Danica's pets. But, that might be a bit of a no-no to do that, so I can understand why. I did find out that Klaus is a monk, but he's a monk with a sword. And I don't know if he has any monk skills since he's at full health, but stay at full health and we won't have a problem, buddy. Beak of Darkness looks like it's slightly closer. I'm going to gamble on that and try and go find that spot and then head to the last Defenders of the Forest. I don't know if we're actually going to encounter the Black Moa this time or if it's going to tell us to talk to yet another person. That wouldn't surprise you. So it looks like the Wardens do fight the Mantis. That's probably what was going on before. Let me kill Aiden. I'm not kill Aiden. Give Aiden splinter weapon. I'm gonna buff him, but I'm gonna say I'm killing him. Kind of the opposite. Well, I would say it's the opposite, except healing I would consider to be opposite of the opposite of killing. But almost the opposite. I think that's fair middle ground. Like, nearly. Looks like I forgot to clear my inventory after the last part, and now I regret my life choices. Well, bright side is, I still looks like I have a little bit of empty space still. Maybe I'll find a merchant before I fill up all the way, and I can offload some of this stuff. Otherwise, I'll need... what I could just do is I could just start salvaging a few things. Try to keep this area as clear as possible. Proof sale value is nice. I have anything else I can salvage without worrying about it? Doesn't look like it. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the situation a bit more. Hello, Mr. Mender Manti. Meant to see. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so almost there. I'm thinking we might be able to avoid getting near this group as while they're fighting each other. So I'm going to try and hug this wall because it looks like it's it might be down that way if that's the path, but we'll try this one first, see what's over here. Got some undergrowth. Some variety here. I'm going to destroy the Spirit of Destruction now. Get some damage off. Nope, apparently I targeted the Blood Song instead. 50-50 shot, eh? Oh, apparently we aggroed some Oni and I didn't realize it. They're going after our healers too, which is very rude of them. Healers are off limits, buddy. The last target over here is the Dragon Moss. Alright, moment of truth. Did I go the right way, or did I go the wrong way? Looks like I went the right way. And there's an altar here. Fortunately, not one with a merchant. I think those are probably only the ones that are at the portals. I wonder if I'm near an outpost. Tread carefully, my friend. You never know when the Black Moa might strike. Says, my name is Ruprecht Brower. I've been on the trail of that feathered nightmare for months now, tracking its every move. I've discovered that it has long, complex migration pattern. That it has a long, complex migration pattern that it follows every season. After weeks of painstaking research, I believe I've pinpointed the exact location of its nesting place in a large clearing to the north of Ferndale. Make it pay for all the suffering is inflicted upon others. I pray for your survival. Back to Ferndale again! Oh, well, at least that's both the side quests done in this area. So now we can focus all of our attention on the main story. So I think it wants us to go around this way. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to have to fight that group over there, Wardens. I'm going to drop this guy. Looks like... Yeah, there's a branch over there. I was wondering if this one didn't have an archer, but it did. It did. Yes. Attack my Spirit of Destruction. Watch it blow up in your face. People all pay. Here we go. Don't worry about a measly spirit. Oh yeah, that's a crazy chest. Oh, there's a merchant. Perfect. Hey, Wilbur. Would you be willing to buy some stuff off of me? Pretty please? Pretty please? Cherry on top. Thank you very much, good sir. I don't think I have anything else to sell him. It doesn't look like I do. I am going to buy this superior salvage kit off of him. So I'm just using a basic expert salvage kit. I don't remember if there's a difference between them. You know, I do still find the experts to be more economic, but you know, I want to be superior. Alright, let's go. So there's the Lieber. He has a few added friends next to him that we kind of want to keep an eye on for. I wonder who Anya is. I wonder if she will have to talk to her to help convince Lieber that actually he should volunteer. Like maybe he wasn't willing to, and it's like his mother, or maybe he is wanting to go. And yeah, there's a There's a demon. A pain-hungry Gaki. That's like the devil. Like his hooves, red skin, horns, a long face, paunchy belly. That's the devil. Is he a boss? I didn't pay attention. Were you a boss? Uh, you weren't shiny. So I'm gonna assume you weren't a boss. You better not be a boss. I'd be so sad. Alright, good day. Is there something that I can help you with? I consider it my duty to help anyone in need of assistance. So it's time, is it? Very well, let me say my farewells to my wife and we shall be off. Libra says, Anya, they've come for me. It's time to say goodbye. You know that I'm not a man of many words, but please remember that I love you and that I do this for our family. And then Anya says, Oh, Lieber, I know that. I shall miss you so much. But I have never been more proud of you, and I shall make sure that our people never forget you and the sacrifice you have made. And then Lieber says, Remember me, but don't mourn me, Anya. I want you to find happiness again. Then Anya replies, Don't say that, Lieber. You'll always be my husband. And Lieber says, I need to know that you'll move on, Anya. I can't do this if I know you'll be mourning me forever. Please promise me you won't do that. And Anya says, I promise, Lieber. But no, that I will always love you. And Lieber says, I love you too, Anya. Farewell. Well, I suppose this is it then. Let's go. Alright, it's time to find our next sacrifice. I don't know the best way to cross here. I wonder if it's best to kind of go back over here and then try seeing if I can find a way down that way. I mean, it looks closest to our destination. So I guess we'll see. Goodbye, Wilbert. Stay safe out here. Probably never coming back to see you again. Not because I'm being a juggernaut, but because unless there's a side quest that takes me, I just don't see the need to come back here. No, I think we can go. No, yeah, let's go this way. Let me zoom out. That's too zoomed in. There we go. I think if we go the other one this way, towards all those wardens fighting the mantis, and what I'm hoping is by going this way that I can cross here and just get to the destination lickety quick. They don't have any spirits for me to kill, so it's just a matter of walking up to them, saying hello, say hello to my little friend, and then die. Basically how it goes. Devona's doing a good job of taking their aggro. I'm very proud of her. See, oh, there's a maelstrom that's apparently right there. I didn't notice until I walked into it. Yeah, good. It does look like I can cross here. There's still a fair amount of enemies here. Hey, there's a boss. But he's a Mesmer boss. I feel like you're trolling me right now. Oh, there's more Manti. Mantis. I'm going to destroy the Spirit of Destruction here. There we go. Good. I'm never quite sure if I'm waiting the right amount of time for Spirit of Destruction. And thankfully, like 90 to 95% of the time, it's 150 damage. Might even be like 98%. I feel like I've been pretty reliable. I think my Blood Song is already dead, so I'm going to respawn it. Let's assume I even remember to spawn in the first place. Let's be honest here. So we got another. We have a skill hungry Gaki. Looks like we've aggroed him. He has a ritualist thing as well. I don't think he's. If I knew for certain he was a boss, I would 100% He's trying to skill capture him, but I'm like 99% sure he's just a normal mob here. Because he doesn't have like his own unique name. Because I'm pretty sure Gaki is his, his species, his race. I mean, considering he's probably not sentient, more like to say species. I feel like the term race is more for like sentient beings, like halflings, elves, orcs. You know, things that can speak with each other, even if they're evil, pure evil like orcs are. Um, that that there's kind of that difference. Ex-Redemptor Berta, you're our last volunteer. The only woman, too. So there was a time I was a respected Redemptor. Kurziks from all houses came to listen to my sermons, but then I failed my people and shamed my gods. By allowing my body to be transformed into a juggernaut, I hope that the gods will grant me mercy and forgiveness. Please help me so I can get to the Eternal Grove safely, so that I can begin my repentance. You are here to take me to the Eternal Grove? Good. I am very eager to get on with this and once again gain the favor of the gods and my people. I shall find redemption and wipe away my sins. So I think this is probably the Eternal Grove right here. At least that's the vibe I'm getting. I could be wrong, though. Sergeant Gainrick. Mr. Gainrick. It says, Baron Vesper is waiting to begin the awakening ceremony for Emerald Games. You should assist in by finding the candidates who will be participating in the ceremony and escorting them here. As soon as they all have all arrived, I'll let you into the Eternal Grove. I wonder if it changes now that they are here, because it hadn't updated my quest log yet when I spoke to him. Let's see, is anything different? So it is different this time. He says, I'm sorry, but I cannot permit you to enter the Eternal Grove. It is a sacred place to us Kurziks, and you must have permission from the Council of Nobles who wish to gain entry. Hello, sir. I am a steward of the Kurziks. Ignore this ally business. I am a steward of the Kurziks, okay? You shall let me in. Thank you for safely escorting these volunteers for my old games. Lieber, Berta, Claus. I'm honored to meet all of you. The sacrifice that you make today proves that your souls are pure and that you are worthy of walking among the gods. Forevermore, you shall be known as saints among your people. Let me know when you wish to enter the Eternal Grove. Baron Mirek Vasberg is waiting. Well, let's go. I am ready. Let me in, damn it! Always, there's so many yeses you have to say. Are you? Oh, that scene.
It's been a long time since we bested Shiro.
I was thinking the same thing. I fear his return will not be long in coming.
You worry about things that will never come to pass.
Shiro is still a threat. The affliction will return.
Nonsense. Shiro is gone once again, and with him the affliction. You should know, you were there.
Yes, but
Shiro is in the past. We must be mindful of the present. The Luxons are the biggest threat to us Kurziks, and it is to them we must shift our focus.
Baron Vesperg! Baron Vesperg!
What news?
Baron, the Luxons have breached the forest. They're on the march as we speak.
Yeah, they're right there, buddy. Thanks for the warning.
Grove, protect the forever trees. Kill the Luxon invaders!
Not sure you'll survive, Baron. Mirek Vasberg. Little siege turtles with their cannons. Gotta break down the walls. Don't worry, as steward of the Kurziks, I will be a hero that your people need. To spare my own games, it is our duty as Kurziks to keep the Eternal Grove secure at all costs. We've received word that Luxon raiders are on their way to this area. We must not let them destroy this grove and the forever trees. Do you understand? Make your preparations and I will see you inside the grove. If we survive, you have my word that the great houses will do as you ask. The reward for that main story is 4,000 experience, 1,250 Kurzik faction, 150 gold, and 1 skill point. And then this is a mission map. It looks like we've lost Danica as a healer henchman, and she will be replaced with Jamie's back once again. But I think that's a good place to stop it. Next episode, we'll do the Eternal Grove, where we will, pull off that mission. It's a bit more of a harder mission with henchmen to pull off. So we'll see how it pans out. Because the enemy's attacking from 2 different directions, and you also have to sally forth while waves of enemies are coming. So that'll be an interesting one to see how well it goes. Let's try to first try this, eh? Well, I might have to get Mox. I think Mox might make it easier, but I'm gonna try and see if I have any ideas for henchmen. But as I kind of mentioned with the Rome Total War episode I recorded yesterday, is that I'm gonna basically keep these weekly Guild Wars releases up until like mid-August, because then my semester starts at the end of August, and then we'll be switching over to bi-weekly videos like I promised when I initially came back. And I'll still try to keep both series up. I will prioritize this series because this series is what really motivated me to come back to recording videos. And so I want to get the factions done. I want to do Nightfall. I don't know how I'm going to do Eye of the North. It'll be really interesting to try it. I'm leaning towards doing Fearmy games for it. But we'll kind of see. Maybe I have a new favorite character and I decide to play that instead. Maybe I love the Paragon or the Ritualist more. But anyways, if you guys have been watching this long, I do hope you have a good day, night, evening, wherever you guys may be. And I'll see you next time.